Hey guys, today I am so excited to get to talk to you about the new horror movie, Bring Her Back. As a parent, you guys, as a mother especially, I was going through it watching this movie. So much about this movie had me, I was coming at it from two different angles, which I'll get into soon, but this movie comes from the brilliant team, the brothers, Michael and Danny Philippou. They are so incredibly talented. If you missed Talk to Me, I don't know how you missed Talk to Me because that movie is phenomenal as well. That came out last year. That movie was insane. And they actually wrote these like at the same time. They were working on them at the same time, which doesn't surprise me at all because they're both very different but very real takes on grief. And that is really Bring Her Back, like, had me in my feels. Somehow I was feeling so bad for this mother. Sally Hawkins plays Laura. She is a foster parent because she has lost her child. Her daughter drowned when she was young, which is terrible. Absolutely can't even imagine going through that. You know, I have two daughters of my own. They're 12 and 13. This is terrible, terrible, terrible. So she loses her child when she's very young. And I don't know how much I can tell you without spoiling stuff, but Bring Her Back, you can figure out she's trying to find a way to bring her back. Now, we learn about the process that she is trying to use through like little clips, grainy clips of VHS tapes, which brilliant move by the brothers. I've got to tell you, that was like, it just adds a creepy element to everything because you don't get the full picture and it takes a while to get the full picture. Even though you can assume, and I was pretty dead on in assuming, it's still, you kind of have to wait for that reveal to like confirm stuff. And it's pretty intense and pretty insane. And the movie itself it's a lot. It starts off, it's really great. It's like a thriller horror and you're like, okay, you're waiting for like the big reveals, of course. The cast is introduced. The cast is amazing. There's a little scare at the beginning, but then you're like, okay, now we're in it, right? Now we're in the story. We're going to figure out what's going on. And first of all, let me tell you that Billy Barratt, he is phenomenal in this. He's so good. He plays Andy. He's the older brother of Sora Wong's character. And the two of them are so good together, okay? They're so great. They're so incredible together. But what really I don't even know if I can say it's a body horror. There's a lot of body horror stuff, I will say, okay? That's what really got to me in this, especially when it involves children. I really don't want to talk too much about the actual ins and outs of this movie because I do think it's something that you should experience on the big screen in a room full of people that have no idea what they are in store for, just like you. But essentially, these two children have to go to this foster home, like I said, and things are not what they seem, okay? Things with Laura are not, she's creepy right off the beginning. I mean, Sally Hawkins is just phenomenal in this role. But things are just twisted. And you're sitting there going, something is up with this, and I'm not sure 100% what it is. Once you get to it, it's insane. You guys, like I said, as a parent, as a mother, there's stuff on both sides of the spectrum here that got me in a good way. Like in a way where I'm sitting there thinking like, would I go this far? Would I do these things? I don't think I would. I could tell you, I feel like 100% I wouldn't do those things. But then I'm like, but would I? Like, it's an exploration of grief. It's a devastating movie at times. There were times I was crying. Like, it's a lot. And then there are times I was literally like this. I'm not even kidding, watching like this. Like, I was, the sound design. There are crunches. It's giving me chills thinking about it right now. There are moments where you just hear things that, it's getting to me. I saw this 2 days ago and it's, I can't get it out of my head. The sound design is so on point. It's so good. It's so brilliant. And it just adds such an element, which is another reason why you really should see this on the big screen. I missed seeing Talk to Me on the big screen. And I'm very sad that I did. Made sure I was not going to miss Bring Her Back on the big screen. And it's absolutely worth it. Jonah Wren Phillips plays a character called Ollie in the movie. He's incredible as well. He barely has any lines, and he's just the way he delivers stuff is so good. And I'm thinking about a moment where there's a crunching that involves him, and it is this is a movie that is gonna stick with you, I think. But what I love about this is it's a horror movie, right? I wouldn't say it's fully body horror. There's definitely body horror elements. But for me personally, and I think maybe this is just because I'm a parent, because a couple other people I spoke to that are not parents were like, oh, I would classify this as body horror. And I'm like, well, this is really like trauma and grief and like more thriller horror. Like, it's horror. I don't even know if I would say thriller, but the body horror stuff is absolutely weaved in here. Don't get me wrong. And it's done incredibly well. It's just, there's so much about trauma and grief and devastation, and it leads to some truly like mind-blowing moments, but where you're like, I'm in my head thinking like, I wouldn't do that, right? And it makes you think. It makes you really truly think. And I came home and I hugged my children. I'm not gonna lie, I came home and I was like, girls, it was this is like way too much, but they have an hour before bed where they're allowed to like be on their phones, their iPads, whatever, and they relax in their rooms. And I came home and they were within that hour before bed, and I was like, get your butts out here and give me a hug. I love you. I need to talk to you. I just need to make sure you are okay and you are here. And I want to hug you and kiss you and tell you I love you. And please tell me you love me back. Like, there was so much that I needed in this moment. It was crazy. It was kind of a wild experience for me. Like I said, there's two totally different sides to this that are just overwhelming as a parent, overwhelming. And then at the same time, there's moments in here that are so disgusting. The gore is like top notch. If you guys know me, you know I love gore. So I was excited for it. But it goes there. And when you involve kids as a parent, it hurts. It like hurts me inside. And it makes it harder to watch, but in a good way. Like, I love this movie. I think this is one of the best movies I've seen in a while. Horror movies especially. Like, it's phenomenal. The cast is incredible. Like I said, Sally Hawkins is incredible, but the kids are good. Like Billy and Sora and Jonah, they're all phenomenal. They all bring something to this that they like bring something else, their own unique little bits to this. Sally is, I mean, Laura's a twisted character, and I'd be so interested to pick Sally's brain about playing her, but it's just something that I expected to love this. I love Talk to Me. I think it's a great movie. I think it's unique and fun, and it's a really good horror movie that got me to think. But this movie, really, I can't even imagine going through what the character Laura goes through. And I know I'm sound repetitive, but like really, truly, I think this affected me in a different way. Being a mother and being a parent, but it's good. It's twisted. The sound design is great. There's twists and turns. There's surprises. There's gore. There's lots of moments to get you thinking. It's funny at times. Like, I laughed out loud at times. Like, there's a lot happening here. And I loved every second of it. I really, truly did. So I'm going to stop rambling, but Bring Her Back comes to theaters on May 30th. And I highly recommend this film, especially if you love to talk to me. It's different, but similar. They're definitely, you can tell they're of the same vein. I don't think they're technically in the same universe, or they might be, but you can tell it's the same writers, directors, who are just brilliant and so good at this. And I can't wait to see what they do more and more and more, because if these are their first two like big horror films out of the gate, dang, they're going to be, I can't wait. I loved this movie. I truly loved it. And I don't know what that says about me, because it's messed up. It's a truly messed up movie. And especially coming from a parent, for me to say I love this movie, I think there's problems. But there was multiple times I cried. I was so invested. I was on the edge of my seat. I had chills. I was watching through my fingers. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know how to continue to describe this without being repetitive, so I'm going to stop. But you guys let me know if you're excited for Bring Her Back. Down below in the comments, are you going to go see it? Go see it in theaters. I promise you, you will not regret it. You guys can check me out over on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. I'm MamasGeeky everywhere. Of course, be sure to give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more videos like this one. Thank you guys so much for taking time to watch this, and go to theaters and see Bring Her Back. I promise. You won't be disappointed. You won't.